Hello, this is Maria. We're in our final week of our Evo session, and we are about to conclude the course and document teamwork, collaboration, and individual work. First of all, I would like to thank Nelly for giving us this wonderful learning opportunity, and my team, which has been wonderful, and it's been a really rewarding experience collaborating together and developing this course. Thanks everyone for being so supportive and being so great. So here I am in the course syllabus page that we developed and shared. You can see that we created a logo on based on the topic we decided to talk about. And here we have the abstract aims of the course, to introduce teenagers to the topic of schools and use interactive and meaningful activities to help them gain knowledge. Our students are B1 level students. The duration of the course 12 to 16 weeks, and here are the main objectives of the course. To explore schools through time, past, present, and future, discuss all the aspects of schools, and create the perfect school project. We decided to have the topic developed in 6 different sections, 6 modules, to use Moodle platform for synchronous and asynchronous learning, and Moodle and WizIQ technology. And we also put some information about the moderators of this course. Now let's go to the course itself. Let me go here. Oh, wait. Resuming our recording. So here is the welcome course page, and you can see we had the forum where initial discussions began between the team members, and this is where we suggested things, and finally we decided to create a course about schools. We wanted to have the same layout throughout the course in each section, so we divided in parts: listening, vocabulary, grammar, reading, speaking. All these parts are the same throughout the modules. And we connected also on WhatsApp for more instant communication, and that's where we continued our talks and supporting each other and helping each other out whenever we face difficulties. These are the different topics. Mine is the first one. And since, as I said, we wanted the same layout, we created labels, introduction, reading, vocabulary, grammar, listening, speaking, writing, and test, the same for all sections. And H would develop the suitable activities for the topic and her section. So here's mine. I decided to have a chat as a warm-up with a student's initial thought about schools and education, and then I created the forum where they could have a few more discussions, a few more talk about what a typical day at school is like. I chose to present an interactive video about schools in Finland. I actually found the video on YouTube, and I made it interactive using Edpuzzle, an external tool. And so when the video starts playing, there are several questions popping up and students have to answer. Let me take it a little forward so that you can see what I mean. It takes a little time to log. Okay, this is it, and there are more questions till the end. And after this very interesting video about education in Finland, I created a forum for students to reflect on the similarities and differences of the Finnish school system and the one in their country, and I'm sure there will be a lot to talk about it. And then in the reading section, I continued with an article again on education in Finland, with more details about the system. And I created a pre-reading and after-reading activity. The article is not very long. It's very concise, and I think it's just what the students need. Not tiring, but giving them all the necessary information at the same time. And the pre-reading activity focuses on teaching the students, familiarizing the students with some key word vocabulary they will encounter in the text. And the after reading is a multiple choice reading comprehension activity. Let me show you what it looks like. There it is. And then we have the vocabulary practice. We needed to dig a little bit further into new vocabulary, so I used a vocabulary list with definitions and synonyms, and students can also add to it, and some games to practice the new vocabulary, like hidden pictures, snakes and ladders, and also developed a Quizlet, creating a set with some more vocabulary items, and these are all different games that students can play and practice with, beginning with the original flashcards. For example, you have to click and you get the word that much. And I wish I could give you some more details, but I'm running out of time, so I need to move forward. After that, we have the grammar section. In the grammar section, I decided to give a quick overview of present tenses by sharing a very short video with just basic things about present tenses and a hot pot activity afterwards. They are B1 students, so they have had enough knowledge of, they've been taught enough about present tenses, so they do not need any more practice on this section. But I decided to focus on comparative forms, and that they would be using to talk about different schools around the world as well. And I decided to begin by having a nice little video showing a short story that presents the basic comparative forms. But because this is actually only the basic types, I had to create another one with more advanced structures in comparative forms, and I used a tool called Potom to develop my video. Let me show you a little bit. And it goes on like that. Students are reminded of some more advanced structures. And in order to practice with all the comparative forms, I created a quiz and also two hot pot exercises, a gap fill and a multiple choice one. Let me show you quickly the gap fill. This is it. It's all interactive. The students have to use the words and they get the results. And after the grammar section, we have the listening section. I created a question as a pre-listening activity to give them an idea of what is going to follow. And then I also created a while listening activity, and they have to state the factors of the previous activity that are not mentioned, in fact, in the listening. And in order to design my listening section, I used an article which I converted into an audio using text from speech tool. So students listen to the recording and they can have an after listening comprehension activity as well. A true-false listening comprehension exercise. This is how it looks. And after that, we have the speaking section. I recording myself, asking the students to do just the same and talk.
There are rules determining things that are or not allowed.
And they're supposed to record themselves and respond to my question. And after that, I chose a really nice video about unusual school rules from around the world. They can watch, and afterwards they are asked to create a podcast where they have to reflect on the video and share their views. And I think they are going to enjoy doing that. And I created a live online class so that students can interact live with the teacher and among each other. And that concludes our speaking section. Let's move further down. We're running out of time. We have the writing. I decided to give them an article, which is good practice for B1 level, and some help with points to consider before actually getting down to writing. And then we have the test section, which comprises of an exercise to check information they learned about school and some quizzes to test their knowledge in grammar. I also decided to give them a poll so that we can get feedback from their idea on the course, and a little more detailed feedback with the next exercise. And thank you all for watching.